what's on the agenda today?
Well, today is technically my rest day, so any day when I'm not lacing up the gloves, hitting pads, doing bag work, or sparring, or doing class, I like to take a bit of a rest day, and what better way to do it than some weight training.
What's the main goal of your strength training routine?
So usually I fight in the 60 kilo weight class, and I enter the ring at around 64 to 65 kilos. But being at 65 for this fight, I've opted to up my strength training and try and pack on a little bit more size. I'm aiming to be at around 68 kilos by fight night. And knowing my opponent Michael usually fights at a higher weight class, he's probably going to have the power and size advantage over me. But we've come up with a solid game plan that doesn't require me taking too much punishment, and I believe I'll be able to get the win in beautiful fashion.
After this fight, do you think you will stay in the 65 kilo division?
No, I did a few fights at 62 to 63 kilos, and I honestly felt better in those divisions than I did at 60. And as I said, I'm a little undersized for 65 at the moment, so I think the best weight class for me is 62 to 63 kilos.
So for my rest days, I like to do some studying. Now, I've done a few studies notes on my opponent, but I'm obviously not going to go through every single one of them. So do a quick little fadoosh, I've done some studying. But let's go through one particular thing, because I do want to provide you guys on a little bit of an aspect of what goes into it. So I normally do like strengths, weaknesses. Let's get onto one of his biggest weapons. Now, let's look at his spinning back kick. Now, there's two ways that he sets this up. So I've done a bit of studying and whatnot, but in all these fights, he's done it majority of the time. It's one of his main weapons. But in this fight, we'll just skip to this particular one. Now, there's two ways that he likes to set it up that I've taken note of. There's one where he does a little bit of a back step into southpaw whenever he steps back into southpaw and pivots it. So you'll see right here, I'll fast forward to one of the moments where he throws it up against this fight. So take note of this. So he does a little bit of a combo. I think he loses a bit of balance a little bit. So bump bump, steps back. Do you see how he stepped back with his left foot there? This acts as an initiation for him to throw this particular spin kick. Pump, okay? Another way that he throws it, the exact same way that he throws it that reaffirms me that this is one of the worst styles and ways that he throws it is right here as well. Similar instance, he gets pushed back, hops over into southpaw, and you can't really see it, but his right foot pivots, and then he goes in for it again. Now, the other times that he throws it is like a normal traditional way, like a little bit of a pivot. So he steps his lead leg in and turns his lead foot inwards. But you'll see right here, he does this from the traditional way. So let's see if I can pause it on the money. Let's take a look at that lead leg. Pump. So see how he turns his lead leg inwards? His arms are swinging in that spinning back motion to initiate the torque, but as you can see, his lead leg right here is turning inwards, which, pump, he pivots that one. Another thing that gives me this as evidence is, look at that, boom, turns his lead leg inwards. This one's actually got a little bit of a nice whip to it, but yeah, turns that lead leg inwards, misses it ever so slightly. And then the last one, actually we'll go two more. He does it a couple of times. So it was a spinning elbow, I think, a spinning back fist followed by a spinning back kick. So he does that one, boom, and then take note of that lead leg right here. Take note of this one, boom. See how he spins? Turns that lead leg into the opposite direction, boom, pivots it out nicely. Let's go through one more, because why not? I'll show you one more. 532, which is that one. That was the chaotic one. So boom, boom. Watch this lead leg right here. Watch this. Ready? Boom. Look at that right there. So those are some things that I've taken note of already as one of his biggest weapons. Let's take a look at the spin kick defense. So as you can see, my teammate Jaden over here, when Jacob goes to do the spin kick, look at what he does. He steps out to the left, which you'll see in a sec. Ready? He spins here, boom, steps out to the left, which veers off and gets him away from the spin kick. So let's do that one more time. As he goes to spin, my teammate Jaden veers off to the left and avoids the spin kick. Another instance where he demonstrates this is, so you'll see right here, Jacob goes to spin in a sec. Boom, Jaden sees it's coming, so he starts to veer off to the left again, which avoided the kick. So my teammates Jaden has already given me the tool set in terms of how to avoid the spin kick. Now another thing aside from that, there's so much clips here that you can just see Jacob's tendencies, the right to right combos that he likes to do, the way that my teammate Jaden does his reactive counters to demolish him. One of the many things he does to Jacob to break him down is these low kicks, bro. It's like the unblockable low kicks, but the reactive counters that Jaden does in this guy, it's giving me the tool set to beat him. So check this out. Boom, slaps the hands, makes Jacob's weight shift into that lead leg. Jacob can't lift up that lead leg because he's worried about the slap, which put his weight onto that lead leg, and then a big pump. As you can see, his leg is already red. Another time he demonstrates this is right here. Boom, as you can see, unblockable. So he does jab, slapping left hook. Jacob's worried about the hands. And smacks that leg kick in very, very nicely. Again, this is just one of many things that Jaden did in this clip that I'm looking forward to utilizing against my fight against Jacob. What I actually like to do as well, I subconsciously just watch it. I literally just watch it, rewind, watch it. And for me, subconsciously, when it comes time for the fight and he initiates that move, I know that I'm gonna make the correct reaction, or I've seen it 1,000 times, so I should be able to react appropriately. And then obviously in the gym, we're training a few things in order to counter this if this does occur in the fight. But for me, I've been one of those good individuals that have just been able to look and absorb it. In this case, I rewind, watch it. So when it happens and comes time for the fight for it to happen, you know, I've already seen it coming a million times, so I should be prepared.